Hello NBA fans and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some troublemakers throughout the NBA. Now before we get into it, I'm going to need you to go ahead and just smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on the bell for notifications. That way you know every single time we're releasing a new video. And you're going to want to watch this whole video because some of these players you might not know were really troublemakers during their time in the league. And with all that said, we're going to just go ahead and jump right into this video. First up on this list, we've got the big man out of Kentucky, DeMarcus Cousins, also known as Boogie. He currently plays with his college teammate John Wall on the Houston Rockets. And he's one of the biggest hotheads in all of the NBA. He's been known to scream at coaches, teammates, referees, and of course the opposing team's players and the opposing team's coaches on a rather frequent basis. He has 136 plus technical fouls, and if he keeps up this pace, he's going to pass Rasheed Wallace for the most technical fouls in NBA history. And yes, DeMarcus has been struggling with his time in the league due to injury, and he's still on pace to surpass Rasheed Wallace for the most amount of technical fouls out of any NBA player. He just has such a short temper and he's uber competitive. So anytime he wants to get something done and somebody stops him from doing it, he gets pretty frustrated and he lets them know. He doesn't hesitate to get on people when they're not working hard or when they aggravate him. He just drills into them any second he gets. Up next we have Rajon Rondo. He's a low-key sleeper pick for this list, but he definitely deserves to be here. He's always egging on and pestering the opposing team, doing whatever it takes to just get them out of their flow. And when things go south for Rondo, he loses his temper pretty quick. He's a pretty big hothead when people come at him. One of the most noted times that he lost his temper was when he was playing for the Dallas Mavericks. It was towards the tail end of Dirk Nowitzki's career, and it seemed like a bit of a risky move for the Mavs to go ahead and trade for Rajon Rondo, and it ended up flopping. Rondo was such a nuisance to his own team on the court. He ended up disagreeing with the Mavs head coach Rick Carlisle, who's an incredible coach throughout the league. He's well respected and well renowned as a very good coach, and Rondo could not stand him, and he didn't hesitate to let him know. He would blatantly disregard whatever call the coach would make, and he once intentionally got a backcourt violation just to try to prove his point to the coach. Shortly after that, the Mavs traded Rondo away to another team, hoping that they wouldn't have to carry the burden of Rondo any longer. Up next on the list, to no surprise, is Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors. He's viewed as one of the dirtiest players in the league, but it's just him trying to take advantage of any way that he can muster the will of the game in his favor. He's gotten several technical fouls during his time with the league due to his comments and actions. He's a very physical player, and he doesn't back down from anybody. And he takes most things extremely personal and doesn't hesitate to get personal during a game. He will say whatever he can to try to get in the opponent's head and try to distract them or get them out of their flow. This definitely causes some super tense moments during the game in which he frustrates the other team and they get frustrated at him and just causing absolute chaos on the court, all starting from Draymond Green. Up next on the list we have Russell Westbrook, aka Brody, now playing for the Washington Wizards. I mean, there's honestly not too much more to say about Russell Westbrook. We've all heard the stories about him causing trouble on the court, and he also tends to be pretty disrespectful to the media when they ask him dumb questions. This man is just ruthless. If you ask him a dumb question, he is going to lay into you and give you a pretty dumb answer and make the reporter feel awful. He's one of the most competitive players to ever touch a basketball. And that's a trend here that you've noticed on these lists, that each and every single one of these guys have a fiery passion when it comes to competition. Russell Westbrook is just so ruthless and such a hard worker, but when his own teammates don't pull their same weight, he lets them know. And if somebody's doing something wrong in his eyes, even if it's on the other team, he will not hesitate to yell at you and get on you, and that's how he ends up causing trouble on the court. And with all that being said, those were some troublemakers in the NBA. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and do us a huge favor and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you liked what you heard. Turn the bell on for notifications. If you have any suggestions for what you want us to talk about next, please go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And with all that said, that's all we got for you today, so go ahead and relax and have a good one.